Hello, YouTube. It's your friendly neighborhood cookie ninja, joined by Trains with Dragons and Ichigo Killer 47. Yeah, we are going to be rating the game for the end part and getting all the cookies that are hidden. I heard there's lots at the end.
I'm not ready yet.
A path of scales. This is what I saw.
I'm hoping we can finish the story tonight.
We're close.
Come to hell, we have cookies. I think that's what their slogan is.
This, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to.
She going cray cray.
Why are we hearing Nayrel?
Because she's talking.
Where is she?
She's probably in.
You're going to leave me, aren't you? You find a place where I can be taken care of.
I don't like this. I feel like she's gonna.
I'll take care of you.
She's gonna do something that she definitely shouldn't.
But let's not give up hope.
Well, remember the Soul Stone affects those who
I thought you'd
like
know me
hold
better
it.
by now. I am my mother's daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to
This
the
is
end.
how to use this campaign status. Meet with Lorath at the Firebreak Manor. There's a note that was left behind.
Oh, that was cool. So, like, you're reading the note as you get there, and then you see that it was a note that you were reading. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that actually. That was an interesting
I do
mechanic.
I do like that. Holy shit, where is he? Oh my god, he's all the way up there.
I must wait a moment.
Whatever. Let's just go to the manor. Firebreak Manor. Here we go.
Are you guys teleporting or running?
Oh,
we're
yeah,
out
definitely
all day teleporting. I am not shredding all that ground.
I'm not gonna travel.
You're not gonna use your shubber legs?
Oh, that was good. I like that.
Why do I only hear one set of footsteps?
You don't. You hear three.
Three, yeah. Because you're cray cray.
Lorath? Oh, I didn't actually see him.
I didn't either.
Forgot to animate him.
They might have, yeah.
It's a letter from Fire Manor. Or Volcano Manor.
Yep. We got an assassination
I
quest.
spent a lot of
Assassination
time
request, yeah.
learning this code. So I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now. My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers.
Oh.
I don't know if she'd recognize this person I'm becoming.
That's not good.
It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim. You were bitter. You were uncertain. But you were always true friends. That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go. Your imperfection gave me hope. And we will need it to face what comes next.
Oh my god. This is just setting
To
up
face
the
him
expansion.
and
I
his
think you're right.
brothers.
Yeah.
Could have done this last time.
It was just hard to know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time I have. But there has to be a better answer. And I have to find it. Alone. I know you'll want to go with me. But people have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too. If I've misjudged, the world is going to need you to survive and clean up the mistakes I leave behind. I know you don't want to hear this, but you don't get to quit. Not again.
What? Where
What
are
do the letters
cookies?
say?
Was that an ingredient for a really good or a recipe?
Laura, what did the letters say? What did she say? Where did she go?
Wish me well, Morath. Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
Doubtful.
I was gonna say, oh, it won't. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of the game. Man. So, Evan, final thoughts on the story.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It always annoys me when they leave loose ends in a story. Like for example, obviously we don't know why Meshif was confusing Lorath for Deckard Cain. We don't know why or what exactly Nirel is gonna go off and do, and obviously we're gonna be again fighting against Diablo and his brothers in the next expansion, which, fun. I'm up for it. Let's go kick their asses again, a fourth time. Or fifth, I guess. No, fourth time, because we didn't do it this time. But like in Diablo 2, Diablo 1, Diablo 2, like at the end of the original games, that was it. You got your
You got something of a conclusion.
completed storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely feels not completed.
It feels like they left it wide open for a continuation of this continuity.
Yeah.
Because the only continuity we've had from the last 3 games has been I'm blanking on his name now. The Archangel. Tyrael.
Yeah, and he wasn't even in this one.
And he wasn't even in this game at all. Not even mentioned, I don't think. Was he?
Nope.
Yeah. The only callbacks really that we got from the other games was Deckard Cain and
Meshif.
Meshif. That's it. I mean, of course, we went back to the original town from Diablo, and there were callbacks to Diablo 2 that we heard, and fought bosses from Diablo 2. But
Did we go to Tristram?
What's that? Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
we
to
did.
Old,
That's right,
Old
we did.
Tristram. Yeah,
We went to Old Tristram. That was right. That was
Yeah.
the first time we saw.
And they even
Mephisto
played-
at the wolf form.
and they played the original music for the town
That's
of Tristram.
right.
Which
I
was,
remember that.
which was really cool that they did that,
Yes.
because I like callbacks like that. It was a little bit of nostalgia especially for you and I.
That was cool. I really enjoyed Mephisto as a wolf, like an aspect of Mephisto that was cool, or an avatar of him, whatever you want to call him.
I think
the
he's
wolf
an
was
avatar.
badass.
I think the wolf is an avatar. I think it's like you said last stream. It's a piece of his power. I feel
Yeah.
like that's almost like a Horcrux.
Yeah, that was a really cool idea, and the design was absolutely
Design
phenomenal.
was really cool. Yeah.
I would say overall, like I give this a solid 3.5 out of 5. It
Yeah.
loses a full point for kind of letting me down a little bit with the story. I didn't really feel as fulfilled at the end as I had wanted to be.
I don't think anything can really compete with Chief's story.
Well,
Chief's story
they had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Like they didn't reveal that Lilith and the Archangel. I don't even like. He was so inconsequential in this whole thing. I don't even remember his name. Anarius.
Yeah.
That Lilith and Anarius had a son, and that was the guy that was sacrificed to open up hell or something. Like I wanted more of that.
Yeah.
I want that to be a common plot thread throughout this entire thing that we are discovering, and not just some little tidbit that we're fed right at the end. That would have made it would have made Lilith's journey and an hour
much more meaningful for her.
Yeah,
her perspective.
It would have made her almost empathetic a little bit more than the idea that we're, she helped create this world, and she's trying to help us to prepare against the forces of hell.
I give full credit though to the way they built her up in terms of not just story but gameplay.
Yep,
You never directly interact with her until the end of the game. You only are in the wake of her destruction, which I think is a very cool character thing. I thought the actress who did the voiceover for Lilith was amazingly well done. Like she did great.
All the voice acting in this game was phenomenal.
Yeah. But I want to specifically call out her. Like I thought she had a lot on her shoulders as a performer to make her feel imposing, and I got that from her performance, which in the other Diablo games, the only one that really to me felt any one of a threat for me personally was I'm blanking on people's names right now. The expansion boss in the second game.
Bale
to me was the only other character where I felt like, yeah, this guy, don't want to mess with him.
Yes. I will take your position into consideration.
Yeah, I do like that. To me, the only other feedback I would give is the map is just way too massive.
It is very, very big. There's a
bit
too much jumping all over the place.
I think if they would have given us a horse sooner, it would have been a lot better. So big world's fine, but no horse until literally the end, In
which we're probably not going to really use it a whole lot. There's still maps to explore, but I don't really feel that pull to go any further.
I'm gonna be honest. In every Diablo game that I've played, I've gotten a character to max level. I don't think I'm gonna do it in this one.
Yeah. I almost would rather go back and play Diablo 2 again.
Kind of agree.
Yeah, I think
for that very reason.
I think if we had known, I think what some people I was reading online is they recommend doing the story quest until you get the horse and then doing all the side quests. But it's
that's the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is practically the whole game. It's probably realistically it's about 75% of the game before you.
I mean, I feel like I got my money's worth though. I got a pretty good narrative. I didn't feel like they were. I didn't feel like they were putting anything in the story that pulled me out. I wasn't really pulled out. I was able to immerse myself with the characters. Donan is my favorite character by far in this entire game.
Agreed. He was a badass.
Not really agreed with how he finished off, but
for
a guy who survived so many things to just go, wall of dead bodies. What's this? And then just gets shanked. It's like, But yeah, sorry. Continue.
No, that's fine. I agree. I feel like they kind of did dirty to Donan. Did Donan dirty. There we go. I did
did Donan dirty. Douchebags.
They made him a donut with the big hole. Sorry.
But yeah, so I mean, overall, I'd agree with your rating too, Evan. I think if I'm doing it in 5 stars, I think a 3.5 is I think that's a good sitting place. It's no Diablo 2. I think in terms of mechanics and traversal and even player agency, I think it's better than Diablo 3 for that stuff. But as far as overall, it's still not quite there. Like Diablo 2 to me is the pinnacle of where we were with this franchise, and they still haven't crossed that threshold yet.
I would agree.
Yeah, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 3, or even consider I don't know. There's a couple big things I have with the beef with the game. Like, I felt like I wasn't really as invested with the characters. I felt like, we had said, like the ending of the game didn't make me like. I'm more confused now than and like not sure where the story is going to go now than like any other Diablo game when you finish it. Before you go to the, it really seems to me like they're doing the thing where they want you to buy the expansion,
Yep.
And,
I would agree.
I'm not really a big fan of that, but I'll still buy it. I'll still throw my money at it.
Likewise.
That was my next question. Are we going to continue the expansion with this? You guys feel like the need to do that? Because I would like to see. First, I'd like to see what it is in its entirety. Like, are we getting 2 new character classes? Are we getting how much more content is there going to be for story?
Yeah. I don't know what classes they would add. Like,
I would like to see the Paladin make a return. The Paladin was my favorite 1 and 2.
it's true.
I remember I didn't watch the whole BlizzCon announcement thing, but I thought they announced they're going to do extra classes, but I could be wrong.
I mean, if they were going to do, like, the only other one that really comes to mind to me is the Paladin. I don't know if there's any other, unless they decided to do like a thief class, or another monk. Like the 3rd game had a monk, I think.
Or a new class. That'd be cool. I would be down with a new class.
Something altogether new.
A lich.
Ooh, maybe one old, one new. That'd be cool.
A lich would be cool.
I'd be down for that.
A ninja would be cool. One that likes cookies. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if I don't know if he would fit in this world, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of the game. I think that's pretty good. I want to see what Laura has to say here.
Oh, you have a cutscene?
No, it's just some conversation. We'll have to wait. Yeah, we'll have to wait till our DLC comes out.
Oh, did you fast forward the
credits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not. I'm a pleb, a glutton for punishment. I'm surprised that like Lorath doesn't say, "Hey, buy the DLC. You will understand more." Like that's basically what he's saying. He's saying.
What am I supposed to do? Just sit around and do nothing? No. Wait for the DLC. Didn't buy that.
2 new classes, 1 old, 1 new.
Yeah, so it's basically telling me to go to the trees of the dead or whatever.
Okay. I'm skipping through. I'm fast forwarding.
I mean, I don't know if I want to. I feel like they're just gonna be like, go out into the world and blah blah blah,
and do these repeatable quests over and over.
Come back when you're strong enough to match us or whatever.
Yeah. So at this point, from what I understand, the game really just becomes grinding to max level and then doing Uber runs until you get all of your max gear. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go speak with the tree first, and then I'll.
I'm good on that. I never.
I don't like grinding.
I didn't do the Uber runs on Diablo 2 or anything like that. I was never that invested in the game. Like, I loved the game. I loved getting the end game content, but then when it got to like that was end game content plus, just never did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I played the Blizzard games for the story. That's
Yeah,
what
me
I mean.
too.
That's what I do these. I mean, most games I play for the story. If the story is good, like really, really good, like I'm like super into it, like Witcher 3, then I'll go off and do everything. But I just.
Yeah, the game really has to.
It really has to
hook me.
nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another complaint here. This ending credits. They're just reusing the same like that whole fucking game. Why are we like? Why am I seeing the same images just being refreshed?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so
Sorry.
gotcha. The Tree of Whispers becomes a repeatable quest deal.
Oh,
I would assume, anyways.
I'm still
listening.
fast forwarding the stupid credits.
Oh.
You can just hit the X in the upper right. That's how I got out of it.
It says B to exit. Hold B to exit.
I just hit the X.
Oh,
Rings and amulets, Governor. I'll give you all rings and amulets. I don't know why I live in this swamp. Help me. I've lived with dysentery for 20 years. I can't die.
oh, we're supposed to talk to Lorath.
Yeah, that's what Tim
I
and I
wish we
did.
could,
When
She's
we
out
talked
there
to the
with a
Whispering
primary
Tree.
but we've been instructed not to follow. Wouldn't even know where to start searching if we did. So, until we know more, we'll have to wait.
I can't just sit idly.
Well, shit. I really thought that Naorel
No.
was going to betray us.
Then what are you gonna
And we were going to have
Go
one
after
more
her against
surprise
her will?
boss to beat.
No.
And that actually would have
You're
kind
right
of
about
excited me.
Nayrel, Frank.
Yeah.
There's
No,
still
don't
Yeah.
worry.
Essentially, just it's just giving us challenges to do to get to another tier,
whispers.
which I'm not interested in
Why
doing.
would you do
I
that?
don't want to grind. That's
Yeah.
not
Might
that's
be
not something
our
I'm
only
into.
ally
Yep, no,
left.
same here.
So I'm just gonna go
We
back
will
to
soon
town.
need allies more
I would have
than
even
ever.
accepted like a boss
Fine.
fight that ultimately you
Go see
could
the
not
tree.
win.
But
Um,
be very careful.
Like something that you could come back and do again if you wanted to. Like if you don't get as far as you want, but like reward people for getting so far in the boss fight. But ultimately you will lose. Like eventually it becomes overwhelming and nobody could beat it.
I must
Of course,
warn
there will
you.
be those who power level and optimize their characters, insanely to the point where they just break the game and they can essentially go indefinitely. Anyways, there's always going to be people that do that.
I found the secret cow level. It's over here.
Nice. I
No, I'm
see.
just kidding.
Ah, there's the cow.
Oh, and it was. Oh, there's no hammer. I was going to say it was funded by Russia, but there's no hammer. All right, Cal. I trust you for now. Yeah, that's right. Get back in the field. You don't belong in the streets. Bessie looking a little peckish, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
These poor cows are so thin. My only other gripe with this game, and it's probably because we weren't allowed to play on a more difficult level, is the boss fights. A lot of them felt very easy,
Welcome,
lackluster.
Savior.
The only
Yes.
one that gave us any trouble was that first really major boss fight with Nayrel. And that was when I was playing my barbarian, and he was horribly skilled. And then I switched to a different skill build, and I actually contributed to the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not-
I feel like I would agree with that. Yeah.
I feel that in the way that I think they could have made it feel more challenging is have more mechanics that if you don't pay attention to it and you don't avoid it or take care of it, it is guaranteed to kill you. you are going to die if you do not dodge this attack, or if you do not take care of this mob, or if you don't prevent this mob from combining with another mob, something like that. Because there was just too much stuff that these bosses were throwing out, and it didn't matter. You could just
white knuckle it. White knuckle it. Yeah.
Exactly. You just white knuckle your way through it. Didn't matter. Just DPS the boss and win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, this part on the floor is red. I should step out of it and just keep winning.
I remember the beta being harder. When I was playing the beta, I was like, dude, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Me and my son we couldn't get through it. We're like, this is tough. I was like, he's like, aren't you seasoned at this? I'm like, yes, but I'm struggling. Like, this is really challenging.
Struggling. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the frequency at which legendaries drop, which that shit started in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, it was super easy to find legendaries, or as it were in Diablo 2, unique items.
Yeah.
Whereas in Diablo, if you found something like that, it was like
gold. Like, oh my god, what is this? I just found something amazing. Yeah, I do remember that.
Always so cool. Whereas here, it's like, oh, I got another legendary.
Or it's like, finally, I got another legendary.
It's like you expected to find at least one every 2-hour block that we played this game. Usually anywhere between like 4 and 6.
Yeah.
So that just kind of, I don't know, the frequency of them makes them feel less impressive. And not only that, but like they were good. They added stuff, but they didn't like add like the old uniques used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was another thing. That's why I say 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. No, I like I said, I agree with that. Yep.
I'm a Debbie Downer. I'm a 3. I'm a 3.
It's all right. That's all right.
I think we're gonna. I'm gonna end my stream there. But if you guys want to keep playing after that, we can. But for those of you watching on Twitch, please drop me a follow. And if you want to check the entire playthrough of Diablo 4, you can go on my YouTube channel, which can be found on the About section below on Twitch. For those of you watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my other videos. Make sure you share my content. That really helps grow my channel, and really appreciate all the support. So for those of you watching, have a good night.
Good night.
And I'm going to end my recording here. So hopefully everyone enjoyed, the playthrough, the Druids. We got Druided up in here. And, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next series, next video.